Life is short, and being in radio can grind it to a halt. Influence FM is for running your stations at your convenience, when you want, where you want. With Influence FM, you can now do the impossible. Enjoy your life, all the while knowing that Influence FM will notify you instantly about any anomalies. And with the flick of a thumb, you can see that your station's assets and operations are running at full speed. Go ahead, take that vacation. We dare you. We sell freedom, not software. Free yourself to do, well, precisely what you want.
Day 15. What stands between you and your goals? That lie you keep telling yourself about why you can't do it. We've made it through 15 days together. By now, you've had your first taste of rejection, and some of you have had your first sales. And you've done well. And now we move on to the rest of your career, which starts now. Dream big, set goals, take action. That's all that's involved in this. You now have all the background information that you need to go ahead and get out there. You've got the words, you've got the projection. All you really need now is the motivation. What is it that's going to make you get out there and run? What is it that's going to make you go out there and do what needs to be done? What is it that's going to make you work? And this is why people fail these days, because they just don't work. What's your motivation? This says if I can accomplish a minor task thousands have already completed using readily available methods and tools, then I can do anything. I've given you the tools. I've given you the path to run on. Now all you have to do is repeat it. We know what's involved, don't we? First, let's go through the steps. Where am I now? The action to be achieved. What will help me get to my dreams? What do I dream of achieving? And my dreams. What are the goals? Well, how are they broken down? What are the steps you need between now and then before you're willing to get out there and jump and actually begin to make it happen? Every day, every minute of every day, you have to be saying, am I getting closer to my goals, or am I just wasting time? Is this getting me there? Am I doing... How many people can I see in a day? I know I said you can see 8 in a day. You could see 15 if you wanted to. How many presentations could you make in a week? I'm telling you to make 3. You could make 6, but that's all up to you. Stephen Covey, you have to decide what your highest priorities are. You say to yourself, what is the most important thing, and how am I going to accomplish it, and how am I going to accomplish it over and over again, and how am I going to make each day new and exciting? And this is why I tell you have to read. This is why I tell you have to be up on the news, up to the second, because things are always changing, and there's always something exciting going on, and you have to be the one who's delivering that news. And if you're not excited about the way things are going, change it up. I walked into a radio station in Idaho a while back, and there was a desk that a guy had been sitting at for 25 years. And the thing was, they were all laughing, saying if you had seen the desk 25 years ago, it looked exactly the same. Seriously? I change offices every 2 or 3 years. Only reason being, so that I don't get set in one particular mindset. Figure out what's holding you back. Is it preconceived notions? Is it things that other people are telling you? There are people at the radio station who have already told you, yeah, well, what he's saying doesn't really work here. I'm going to tell you how to do it here. They may even be your managers. Fine. If you want to listen to them, go ahead. If they were crazy enough to put you through my course, then they're crazy enough to understand that I'm going to say this. Judge how successful they are compared to how successful you want to be. Follow my plan. You will sell an annual contract every single week that you work for the rest of your life. Repeat it over and over and over again, and you will get there. Failure. Walt Disney. Always said, if you can dream it, you can do it. All you have to do is keep doing it. Guy was rejected. He was rejected as a comic writer because they said his stuff wasn't original enough. This is the guy that gave us Mickey Mouse. He was rejected. Okay? All of us are going to be rejected. You keep coming back. If he had stopped then and gone into a trade, what would have happened? Where would Disney World be today? It wouldn't be. Or Disneyland, or all this other stuff that has come about because of it. You keep going back. You keep trying. You never stop educating yourself. I meet kids all the time. They graduate college. Some of them come out with a master's degree in business. and they think they're ready. They're not ready. All they've learned is they've learned how to learn. Can they go out and make that, turn that into money? I'm teaching you how to turn it into money. You will earn your own MBA as you go through your career. You'll have it in about 3 years. You will know more about every business type than that MBA who just got out of the Ivy League school. Oh yes, they'll know theory of micro and macroeconomics, but you're going to understand how to make a payroll and how to move stuff off the shelves. Never stop learning. In day one, I showed you a picture of a waitress, and I said, everybody knows something that you don't know. I hope you've gotten to know a few of those people, and I hope you'll keep getting to know them. If you don't manage your time, it'll manage you. Some people say, oh my God, this day is so long. If you ever find yourself saying that, you're not busy enough. Go see somebody. Go walk into a store, or go walk around the block, or go look around. Do something. Get moving. Educate yourself. There's always enough time, and you can juggle your time. We talked earlier on about the Covey quadrants, the 4 quadrants, you know, urgency and importance. If it's really urgent and really important, it's in quadrant 1. But down in quadrant 4, it's not important and it's not urgent. Why would you do anything that's not important and not urgent? Now, if you want to do it for recreation, fine. Facebook, 4. It's not important, it's not urgent. And if somebody says, well, you don't understand, I'm building my reputation on there. Really? How many people are looking at your posts? 30? 35? Really? You could do a better job promoting yourself on the radio. Take a look. Confucius, of all people. Don't adjust the goals, adjust the steps. I can't reach this goal, Chris. Yes, you can. But change how you're attacking it. How many times did they try to climb Everest through different trails before they finally found the one that worked? All right, here's your goal. This is your homework. This is your homework for day 15, day 16, day 390, day 5,900. 9 cold calls each week should get you 3 CNAs. Make as many cold calls as you have to make to get those 3 CNAs. From those, get your spec ads done. Don't ever go out and pitch a contract without spec ads. If your company says we don't pay for spec ads, pay for them yourself. You're making a commission. And by the way, spec ads do not mean on paper. You know, have you ever bought a car where somebody brought you a piece of paper that just had the specifications? It's got a V8 engine, it's got this, it's got that. No picture of the car, just specifications. When you bring somebody dry copy, they can't get anything out of it. Imagine if they had pitched the Motel 6 campaign to the client with just the words on a piece of paper. You get a clean, comfortable room for about 26 bucks, more in others, less in ours. We don't have French milled soap. Good grief! You need Tom Bodette reading it, which brings in the emotion. Bring the spec spots. You will make 3 closing calls every week for annuals. You're going to make a lot of other closing calls. 3 annual closing calls every week. And if you do this, here's my guarantee. And I got thousands of salespeople you can call that back it up. If you do my steps in order, you will close 1 annual contract every week. That's 52 new annuals every year. I know you're going to take a week or 2 vacation, so sell a few extras there. I'm telling you that this is the plan. This plan works. You've now graduated. All that means is you've learned how to learn this business. Did you get your 3 CNAs done this week? Have you finished off your 3 presentations for this week? Do you have 3 CNAs set for next week? It's Friday after all. Have 3 for next week. You got 3 set for the week after. Are your presentations for next week going? Do you have 9 spec ads in production right now getting ready for next week? If you do, you're already winning. Ladies and gentlemen, come back, look at this often. Go to my Facebook, go to my YouTube page. I will constantly be putting up new videos on small subjects. Go to influencefm.com where you'll see some of our ongoing training and subscribe to our newsletter. Thank you very much. Have a great career.